Season 3 Reloaded, ladies and gentlemen. This might be the most confusing and honestly probably one of the worst seasonal updates for Black Ops 6 multiplayer ever. And I've even seen people saying that it is one of the worst seasonal updates in COD history. So, but before we get into this commentary, there's probably a slight chance if you're being recommended this video, or if you've subscribed to the channel recently, that you've probably seen this video. So this was kind of covering the launch of Season 3, at least like I think it was like a week or two after. Essentially just talking about how just kind of strange we've got all this Modern Warfare content coming into Black Ops 6, especially on the multiplayer side of things and just the overall identity of this game. So if you want to go give that a watch, feel free. But this video, we're going to be discussing the Season 3 Reloaded update, especially on the multiplayer side of things in Black Ops 6. Now, I mainly cover zombies content on this channel. Like, I'm not really reliant on multiplayer updates for videos and like content ideas and that. Also, we just hit 200 subscribers as well. So, hey, thank you boys. Much appreciated. We're back in it. All right, we're back on the saddle. Here we go. So I'll quickly run through just some of the content that the other game modes are getting for Season 3 Reloaded, that being Zombies and Warzone. So Zombies is getting a new game mode. I think they're getting a new field upgrade like Frost Blast, and then directed modes coming out for the Shattered Veil, which I'll probably end up doing a video on. They tend to do pretty well. So, and then Warzone's getting a few updates as well. So they're getting rank play coming to Verdansk. I think they're adding in the train, something. And there's a few other game modes which you will touch on, but those are kind of the main ones. Now, before covering kind of the main topic for this video, I just want to make it clear, okay, I'm not against smoking or like pot, weed, anything like that. I don't care what people do. It doesn't affect me. Now, if you've been keeping up with Call of Duty updates, okay, even from last year with Modern Warfare 3, it's just at the moment, bro, like COD's got a bit of a strange obsession with it at the moment. So let me cover the update on the multiplayer side of things, and then I'll raise just some issues, some things I'm kind of thinking. But yeah, so on the multiplayer front, we are getting 3 new multiplayer modes. Now, granted, one of them is a remake. So we've got Signal, which is apparently like from the Black Ops 1 campaign, like the last mission, something like that. And I think the other one was, I can't quite remember that. I think it was like Haven or something like that. Kind of looks like a map from Cold War, but I'm pretty sure it's a new one. So like all 6v6. I think Signal is 2v2 or something like that. I don't know, like a gunfight map. And then we have the obligatory map remake, okay? And this being another version of Nuketown. Though this time around, it's called Blaze Town. It's essentially just like weed themed, okay? Look, honestly, I'm not overly impressed with another Nuketown variant, but like it is what it is. It's an extremely popular map. People love it. Good for grinding camos. It's, you know, it's whatever. Now, there's also a new game mode coming with Season 3 Reloaded for multiplayer, and it's called Joint Operations. Again, it's in the title. I don't even need to say anything, okay? But yes, essentially it is like a weed smoking themed game mode, okay? Now, I'll provide a little bit more context. Obviously it is kind of weird that this whole Reloaded update is kind of centered around this whole like smoking pot kind of thing, okay? So essentially, if you didn't know, Season 3 initially was delayed. And that was, I think it was purely just because of Verdansk coming back. Like they wanted to make sure it was good. Like they wanted to make sure the experience was pretty polished, the map was ready to go, which honestly I give them credit for. I'm kind of glad they didn't just push it out when it wasn't ready. And I mean, Verdansk is like, Warzone's kind of made a little bit of a comeback. I don't think it's completely saved it, but I think like definitely it's brought a lot of new players, even like myself. Like I've been playing a little bit of Warzone here and there. Again, it's not like every single day. I don't sit here for hours grinding Warzone anymore. But, you know, if I want to switch things up, it is nice to swap over from multiplayer or zombies and hop on some Warzone and actually have an experience that is enjoyable. So with the delay, essentially that means that they missed out on 420 Day, which is a day where it's just like a celebration of like pot, weed, whatever, just smoking, all that sort of stuff, right? Again, if you're into it, you're into it, cool, whatever. But because the season was delayed, obviously they don't have content ready to go, and they didn't make any updates or anything on the actual day, which they normally do, even with Modern Warfare 3, and I think Modern Warfare 2 might have had something, honestly, I'm not sure, but it's kind of expected, okay? It's kind of like an annual sort of thing. Now, interestingly enough, it's kind of like they've saved all the 420 day content for this Reloaded update, which is kind of really strange in itself, but we'll keep going into it, okay? And honestly, I think like Season 3 is already kind of a strange season, man, because essentially it's just like a Modern Warfare and Warzone themed season. Obviously Verdansk has come back, but that's what I touched on in that previous video, like having the HDR and just all these Modern Warfare weapons available in Black Ops 6 multiplayer. There's just no, like the game just doesn't feel or even look like a Black Ops game at this point, but that's besides the point, okay? Now recently as well, they released the Jay and Silent Bob operator packs. Again, I think it's somewhat centered around like like pot and smoking. Like, honestly, I've never seen it, so I have no idea what it is. I did a little bit of research and I saw some references, so I'm assuming it's in that space, okay? And the packs kind of flopped. So the community sentiment, it wasn't the greatest. I saw a couple of replies on like YouTube posts and over on Instagram and like Twitter and stuff like that. And then again, like all the operator packs and all the crazy skins and that tend to get a bit of flack to begin with. But if you're a fan of Jay and Silent Bob, bro, like I'm sure it's great. But for someone like me, I have no interest because I just don't know what it is. So that's cool. That's all good. So the packs flopped, and then they revealed all the content coming in Season 3 Reloaded. And they've been kind of met with the same, I don't even know how you would say it, feedback would be one word. Just standard, you know, typical COD community like hate comments and all of that, because to me it just makes like no sense. You missed 420 day, like whatever, it's over, okay? We're looking forward to Season 3 Reloaded, and then the whole update is kind of just centered around like 420, and it's just, they've just like doubled down on something that they're already getting complaints about, which I mean, there's already like countless other operator packs in this game that are like 420 focused. There's like a lizard one, there's already like a bong weapon blueprint. I think it might be for the KSV, I'm not sure. Again, I've got absolutely nothing against like 420 and like smoking and all of that, but like it's getting kind of annoying. And like Call of Duty's always made references to smoking like 420, whether it's through like a calling card or like an emblem. But there's a few from like the original games like Modern Warfare 2, and there's always a calling card I remember, and I think it was from MW2. It's like Joint Ops. Actually might be from MW3, I'm not sure. I'll throw a photo of it on screen if I can find one. So it's always been, I guess, kind of like a little joke, you know, if you want to throw on like the weed calling card or emblem or whatever. But it's like they're turning it from more of a joke into like an actual selling point. And again, for someone who isn't really that involved with it, like it just doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. And of course, like every single Call of Duty update or everything that they do isn't going to appeal to me, okay? And I'm not saying that it has to, I'm just saying there's probably a few other people that are consistently playing this game who just aren't really involved in the whole 420 thing, and we're just getting essentially a whole Reloaded update that is just focused around this one thing. Like I'm literally probably not even gonna play like Blaze Town or like this other like joint game mode and that. I just have no interest. Like I just don't care. And again, I'm not trying to project that everything's about me. I'm just saying I'm sure I'm not the only person who is kind of feeling this way after going through the blog post and just reading all the content that's coming to Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Like it's literally, I think it's legit the smallest part of the blog post is the multiplayer content. And like having a look through it, dude, it's a pretty poor season for multiplayer. Even at its launch, like sure, we got the new weapons, you know, like with the AMAX and the HDR and all that. Like that's great. Again, kind of strange. It's all Modern Warfare themed, but whatever. And I think we're getting a new SMG with this update. But it's just like for multiplayer, man, like each season, it just seems to be getting like just less and less. And it just like, to me, it just kind of feels like multiplayer's sort of getting pushed to the back a little bit. And again, I'm only playing zombies at this point. I do, you know, put a couple of hours into MP here and there, but it is kind of sad to see multiplayer not being as much of a priority anymore. And you know, obviously Warzone has kind of taken center stage, which is fair. You know, that's mainly where their player base is now. Again, very Warzone centered season 3. But like, do we really need another Nuketown variant? Like, we have so many small maps in this game, like all these strike maps, all these face-off maps that you can play 6v6 on, which are just absolutely insane. And that was honestly one of my main issues with Cold War back in 2020, 2021. It was like when Nuketown came out, it was literally, I honestly don't think the playlist was ever removed from multiplayer, which I understand. Like, you know, people want to grind their camos, and obviously the audience for Call of Duty in these games is extremely different from when I was growing up playing it. Sort of just no kind of thought process in playing multiplayer in these games at all. Literally you're getting engagements in like 2 to 3 seconds at the max, even less on some of these smaller maps. Now we'll move on to another point that I found quite interesting. Now I want to take your mind back. We'll go about 10 years back. Okay, so we're playing, it'd be Advanced Warfare. Black Ops 3 wouldn't have come out yet. So we're playing some AW, bro. You know, first EXO COD, whatever. Or even go back to when you first started playing Call of Duty, okay? Whenever that was. And I want you to listen to the sentence that I'm about to say. Here we go, you ready? Seth Rogan is coming to Call of Duty as a playable operator. My brain cannot, I don't even know the word, fucking process what I've just said. Like, I'm recording this like on the day that all this got revealed, right? All the Season 3 Reloaded content, it's just come out. I got on my computer, I was reading through the blog post, I was just sitting here just staring. And so there's like a whole event pass that, again, if you want to pay for it, I'm not going to get into that. Do whatever you want with your money, okay? If you want to buy these skins, if you want to partake in these paid passes, whatever you want to do, it's your cash, bro. Go nuts, okay? Again, it is basically just all like 420 weed themed. Yeah, and it's just I've seen a lot of comments, man. People just going like they're so out of touch with their audience at the moment. Like, who is asking for these crossovers? Like, because clearly they're selling like all these like 420 pot related bundles. Like, dude, they must be making a killing. Like, to have a whole reloaded update for a season that honestly was pretty popular. Like, it's brought a lot of players back. Like, are they getting emails? Like, because I've been through comment sections and I can't see a single person that's like, oh dude, like, great, Seth Rogan's coming. You call like, what? Like, I can't wait to buy my lizard bong weapon pack. Or like, and again, like, I don't want and I want to reiterate, like, I don't make Call of Duty content that is just like bashing the game or bashing the devs or anything like that. It doesn't interest me. But when we get updates like this, it's just getting like obnoxious. I don't know, like, and I'm even sitting here like just talking right now. I'm reading through the blog, and even in Warzone, bro, like, they're getting the return of the high trip resurgence mode. And I remember playing that last year in Modern Warfare 3. Like, sure, it was fun, but bro, like, 420 was legit like 2 weeks ago. Where's this whole season just completely just like 420 themed? Like, I would completely understand, like, if they made Season 3 Reloaded come out on 420 day, whatever, it would make sense, okay? Like, sure. Or if they dropped the Nuketown map, or if they dropped the High Trip Resurgence game mode or whatever. If it was released on that day, sure, I haven't got an issue. Like, yep, it's kind of like an annual thing now, okay? I understand that. But going on to 2 weeks out, it's just confusing, it's strange, and honestly, it just seems a bit out of touch with people who are consistently playing Black Ops 6, especially multiplayer. And it just continues to push away, you know, long-time fans of the series like myself. I've legit been playing this game since COD 4. And honestly, I just don't really care about running around with funny filters on my screen and picking up like weed gummies and running around with a bong gun while I'm dressed as a fucking lizard. Like, ugh. Anyway, I mean, this commentary is just coming out of a place of just a little bit of frustration, honestly. And again, it's just a reloaded update. If this was like an actual season launch, like, imagine this is the launch of Season 4 and we've got all of this, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of my take and perspective on things. Again, I'm not a massive creator or anything that's going to be covering this, but yeah, just a bit of insight from the more, I guess, like, niche and smaller side of the COD community. And like, I'm a fan of Black Ops 6, like, overall. I think the game is, honestly, it's pretty fun. I think the multiplayer is genuinely pretty solid. And, you know, with zombies, I think it's a game mode that you can sink a lot of time into. There's a lot to do, you know, there's a lot to grind for. Good challenge systems, classic prestige system. Like, it's a good game at its core, but man, the post-launch support has been less than desirable, putting it nicely. Compared to Modern Warfare 3, like, and I mean, that, honestly, that's a commentary in itself. Like, just comparing post-launch from last year to what we're getting so far, like, some of the events, man, have not been great, honestly. And even like this one, like, this doesn't feel like a reloaded update. It just feels like an event. And yeah, I just don't know why they, even after getting a little bit of flack from this other operator pack that came out, they doubled down on it. That is like, nah, we're going to put out a whole update that is completely just centered around 420. If you don't like it, don't play the game. Here's Seth Rogan, have fun. Like, oh, it's crazy. It's actually crazy to me, bro. Anyway, I've been going on for probably a little bit too long, but hey, if you enjoyed this commentary, let me know in the comments. Any feedback on the video on that is more than welcome. I don't do a lot of kind of like commentary sort of stuff. You know, I kind of do like more gameplay and like cut comms and stuff like that. So sitting here and just kind of talking is a little bit foreign, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, but yeah, gonna wrap things up. Again, thanks for watching the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Cheers. I'm telling you, bro. It's a way to save COD, man. We get some of the player base back in. Okay, everyone loves Verdansk. And then we hit him with the Seth Rogan operator. Okay. There's no way they've actually had a board meeting and someone has consciously fucking said that. It's like, guys, I've cracked the code, bro. I've cracked the code. It's the Seth Rogan operator skin, alright? Trust me. If I get shit on in multiplayer and I hear Seth Rogan, you stupid fucking giggle, like, there's gonna be a fist going straight through the OLED monitor, okay? Like, what is this game, bro? What is this game?